Good morning. Oh my god, I thought I was still in park. Anyways. Morning, everybody. Wait, can you even see him? That's our friend back there. He's coming along for the ride today. Something is like wrong with my car camera mount, so I don't really know how stable this is. We're gonna find out. I have a pretty free day today. What? What did I just do? Why did that guy give me a dirty look? Anyway, I have a pretty free day today, and when I woke up, it was like kind of crisp out. Like right now it's 66. And I don't think it's gonna get past like 75-ish, which is not that crisp, but like crisp enough because it's been like 90 degrees. So I was like, you know what? I could really use a pumpkin spice latte. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna have a day. Pumpkin spice latte is on the list. I also kind of want to see if there's any Spirit Halloweens open near me. I don't really think there is. Like I've seen some other creators post that there are ones in their area open, but I have not seen like any near me, which is really rude. I feel like with the sunroof being open, it's like making me look bald. Anyway. Hello. Most importantly, I want to go to this thrift store. I've been to it like a few times now near Boston. It's like right outside Boston, and it's called the Garment District. If you know, you know. Absolute chef's kiss of a thrift store. Except for like the prices. Sometimes like some things are like, it's like that's too expensive for what it is. And then other things are like $1, so it's like kind of hit or miss, but it's just a really fun like place to go to because it's huge. It's like a whole warehouse. And I actually am on the hunt for like a few specific things. Also, how is my camera already dying? I have been driving for 2 minutes. I just turned it on. That's really good. He's gonna be super sick of me by the end of this little shopping day vlog because he has no choice. He has to come. But I'll find you something. His name is Boney Bob. I don't know if you guys have met. He's been in some of my videos before. That's Boney Bob. He comes out when the air gets crisp. He stays through like Christmas and stuff. So he's gonna be here for a while. Get used to him. But we'll find you something today. I'll buy you something. We'll figure it out. Let's have a day. I like can't quite explain how much I hate getting gas. Wait, this is like a weird gas station. I hate getting gas. Right, so where's my card? Wait a second. This is crazy. Oh my god, thank god. Wait, I like hate getting gas, but what I hate even more is like the gas stations where they come to your window and pump the gas for you, because I don't like talking to people. Like I know they're doing a nice thing, but I'm too awkward. Can I do 20 regular? Yes. Rookie mistake. You know what I didn't bring? Another camera battery. And like I said, my camera's dying, so it's like, what am I doing? I
use the right 2 lanes to take exit 6.
I just rolled my eyes at her, but this is why I need her, because I am about to miss my exit, and I would have missed it if I didn't listen to her. Sorry, everybody. Anyway, guys, there's one of these trucks with like the logs on it.
Then keep left toward Boston.
There was just one of those trucks with like all the logs
keep
on
left
it.
Onto
Oh my
US
god! There was one of those trucks with the logs on it, like the ones in Final Destination. Does anyone else get trauma when you drive by things like that, or like when you see a tanning bed or a roller coaster? Yeah. Anyway, what was I just saying? Oh, wait, what? What was I saying? I still have
in
like
about 12 miles, take the exit towards Somerville and
I still have like a 30-ish minute drive before I get to the thrift store, so
stay in the left 2 lanes.
Bitch. So I kind of wanted to talk about something I was thinking about this morning. I was up at like 7, which literally does not happen ever, so don't know what happened there, but I'll take it. But I was up really early, and I was like looking through the footage of some of the videos that I filmed last night, and I was like starting to edit and chop up some of them, whatever. And like, not to toot my own horn, obviously, I was like giggling at my own video. I was like, wait, bitch, you're kind of funny. And if you don't think I'm funny, don't tell me. I think I'm funny, and I have myself laughing at my own joke, which is like stupid, but it was like making me really excited to like edit the content that I was looking at. And then I just like started thinking about how like I love recently, like editing is my favorite part of content creation, and it used to be my least favorite part. I hated it so bad. Every time I would film literally anything, I would like enjoy the process of filming it and like doing the makeup or whatever it is that I was filming. which was usually makeup. But once it got time to like sit down and pull up my camera keeps falling from the mount, so this angle is wonky and you're gonna have to deal with it because I'm gonna have to deal with it, so you also have to deal with it. I used to hate editing content so bad. Like when it was time to sit down, pull up the content and just start listening to myself speak. Still don't love that. Still don't love hearing my own voice. But like I just hated the whole process of it, and I didn't know why, but I kind of had like a little light bulb moment when I was editing this morning because I was enjoying it so much, and I've been enjoying it so much just because I've been like having so much fun with the content that I've been doing recently. And then on top of that, like I love like chopping it up, timing like the music or the sounds perfectly. I love putting like certain little effects that I really like. Like for a second there, I was all about like the clean aesthetic in the sense of like all white font. And by the way, these are like such little things. Unless you're like a creator, you're like, why do these things matter? What are you talking about? But I feel like if you're a creator, you absolutely get me. It was like the all white font, super clean transitions, not too much editing, at least for me. Like this is what I like thought my content had to look like. And sometimes I still do like this, by the way. I still like to watch content that's like this, and sometimes I still do this. I'm not saying like whatever. But basically what I'm trying to say is I like thought too hard and put way too much overthinking into how my content looked. And so I was always just kind of thinking, I don't want to be too much. I don't want to be too obnoxious. So let me put like really simple font, all white, clean, like not do too many transitions. If I do transitions, they have to be clean, like don't put effects, blah, blah, blah. I was really nervous about how my content came across, and I wanted everyone to like it. I wanted everyone to really like my content. And so in order to achieve that, I made my content look like everybody else's. I literally went back this morning and I was just watching some of my old content. Aside from the editing, which is such a small portion of the content, like the fonts that you choose, the transitions you decide to use, whatever, that's such a small piece of it. But I put way too much thought into that, which I could see through my videos. But on top of that, I was just like, maybe no one else noticed this. Like maybe only I could feel it because it was me, but I could feel the nervousness, insecurity through the content. I just was like not authentic, and I don't even know if I realized that at the time, but I would talk very, kind of use like this voice, like a customer service voice almost. I think I was just too like nice. I don't know, not nice, that's not the word, but like, for example, I watched this one video and I was like, hey guys, so today I want to show you my favorite foundation. I absolutely love it. Cut, I'd apply it, cut, next scene, I'm like, and you can see how good it looks. I think everyone will love it, and if you do, let me know your thoughts. Okay, bye. Like, do you know what I mean? It was giving like if a top tier level 3,000 people pleaser was a content creator. And I don't mean to like bully my past self, because this was not even long ago. The video that I watched was literally a year ago. That is like no time has passed. But I just felt like you really couldn't see my personality through anything. Couldn't really get a sense of who I was through my content. I was so nervous to have anyone not like my content or not like me that I would just get like straight to the point, not really show much personality because I didn't want to be possibly judged. I don't know. It was just very nicey, clean, you know, people pleasery. Again, I don't think I knew I was doing that at the time. I appreciate the people who did watch me at the time. Again, it wasn't that long ago, but I appreciate the people who watched me at the time and enjoyed that content, because I feel like if it was me and I was watching it, I wouldn't enjoy it. You know, like that's not really the content that I would like to consume. When I watch content, I like to kind of get an idea of like what people are like, what their personality is like, see who they are. So then once I realize I like them, then I can pay attention to what they're talking about and really trust the products that they're recommending and really enjoy their content because I enjoy them, you know? If I wasn't me and I was watching my content like from a year ago, I'd be like, I don't know how much I'm gonna listen to what she's saying because I don't even know who she is. So all that to say, I think I have realized over time subconsciously I learned this, how important authenticity is. It wasn't even like a journey that I was really paying attention to or noticing that I was doing. Figuring out who I am as a person outside of content creating, like figuring out who I am as a human and what I like, and honestly just like loving myself more. I feel like it shows more through my content. And it happened in a very natural way. I feel like this is something that takes a lot of time to get to. It's definitely not something that happens overnight unless you're just immediately comfortable like that. And if you are, props to you, because I was not. I spent most of my life people pleasing. I also spent most of my life being really insecure, not loving myself, actually. Like, not to get deep on you, I thought I loved myself until I actually started to love myself. And then I realized, oh wait, you were actually really sad. And I feel like that's like similar to how, say, like when you have like your first big relationship and you think you love them, in the moment you're like, yes, I love them, like I'm in love with them. But then the older you get, the more you grow, and then when you actually find your person and you fall in love for like real, you're like, oh, I didn't love so and so back then. I thought I did, but now that I know what love really is, I realized I didn't. And I feel like it's similar in that sense. I thought I was happy and I thought I was being authentic and I thought I was doing all these things until I started to actually really practice those things. And I'm like, oh no, you were actually really sad and really nervous all the time and really insecure, and you didn't even know, which is actually even more sad. So it's something that does take time, but if you're someone who does fall more on the side of like being unsure of yourself or not really knowing how you want to come across in your content, it really all depends on how you treat yourself and how you feel about yourself. Oh my god, there's a really big truck. But if you get to the point where you actually feel comfortable in your own skin, that's when you become your most authentic self, and that's when it will really come through in your content. I've literally been creating content for 10 years, and I'm just now at a point where I feel like the content I'm creating is very me. It's what I like. It's what I would like to watch, down to like the way that I edit now. I would use like really clean, like non-obnoxious, not too over the top fonts, or just like not editing in a way that people might find annoying. Now I love using kind of like almost, I'm like, what's that word? Chuggy? Not chuggy, but like I love a transition with like exploding hearts, hot pink font with glitter effects all over, you know, like kind of just being extra, because I feel like that's just where I'm at in life right now. I'm very like into maximalism right now, like being hyper feminine, glitter, sparkles, hot pink, cheetah print, all that. I'm very into it. So I've been really enjoying reflecting that in my content. So again, being authentic to what I like right now, and what I like right now might not be what I like in a month, a week, who knows? It might change. I might end up liking that clean font situation, clean content situation I was doing before. But the difference is, if I start doing that again, it'll be because I like it. Whereas in the past, content I created, it wasn't what I liked, it was what I thought everyone else would like. So that was like a really long-winded explanation of my thoughts this morning on how important authenticity is when you are being a content creator. And it's something I am just now understanding and experiencing. You really have to like dig deep and find out who you are and what you like, and then reflect that in your content by creating what you like. And then people will recognize that, and then they'll like that because they know how much you like that. You see what I'm saying?
The next light, turn left.
My camera's literally gonna die now, and I'm almost at the thrift store, so let's go. Okay, so I am at the garment district. If you've been here, then you know this place is a literal gold mine. I found so many great pieces today. I didn't even expect to find that many, but I was in shock. It was like I couldn't have come on a better day. Also, why would they sell that? Get that out of my face. Anyway, so this place is essentially a giant warehouse. There are 2 floors and they sell everything from like costume wear to clothing to makeup. I started in the costume section because honestly, you just like don't know what you could find. I really wanted a pair of those wings, which like, why do I need wings? I don't know, but I'm sure I could find a reason. Also for my pro MUAs out there, this is like a little hidden gem. They sell so many good makeup brands. They have split pans, honestly, anything you need for special effects. Like when I tell you this place is literally huge, I'm kind of obsessed with it because it's never ending. If you really have the time and you want to look through everything, you could spend hours upon hours here, which I did want to do, but at a point I honestly get a little overstimulated and I'm like, okay, I've got to cut it off. I wish you guys could have seen my face when I found these shoes. I've never been more excited, and then I've never been more heartbroken when I realized they were slightly too small. Rest in peace, Hannah Montana, you would have loved this. This place has literally everything. There are so many crazy pieces. Why do I feel like it would be kind of fun to like pregame and then come here? Like, not pregame and go to the club, pregame and go to Garment District and try on all the costumes. And then yes, just know I audibly gasped when I found this because you're coming home with me, and it sure did. Also this, that did too. And this, wait. Yeah, I got a lot of things. That was honestly so successful. I could have gone home at this point and been totally fine. Totally satisfied.
Guys, honestly, I hit a gold mine. Like, that place had literally everything I needed. And this bag, I'm like, girl, I don't know if it's real or fake, but I literally don't care. And it was $3.
The place that we're going to next is like across the street from Harvard, and that makes me think that it's gonna be an expensive thrift store because, shut up, because Harvard is bouge of the bouge of the bouge. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find out. Oh yes, we will. Spoiler, I was right. This place is super expensive. This is not the type of thrift store that you go to with a couple of dollars. You need a couple hundred, but it makes sense because this is secondhand designer, and they honestly had such fun stuff. I could have spent so much longer in here. They had everything, and I wanted that bag so violently, I don't even want to talk about it. Definitely regretting not getting it, but it's fine. I had really good self-control in here, and I left with nothing, but it was such a successful day.